Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu rasulillah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Muslim Alpha Man. This is your brother Gabriel Romaani. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you, inshallah, how every Muslim man can go from being weak, shameful, relapsing cycles, I'm talking about, to becoming a respected Muslim Alpha that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honors and people naturally respect. Even if you failed 1,000+ times or feel spiritually broken, it doesn't matter. You can still do it. We don't quit. We never give up. I've helped hundreds, if not thousands, of Muslim brothers to transform their lives through following the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And I discovered that, what no one else is talking about and why you keep failing. Now, it has nothing to do with your willpower, actually. What part of it is? Iman, part of it is. And how many times you made Tawbah, part of it is. Okay? But it's not, like a lot of people just say, okay, your Iman is weak. Well, there's really, really strong brothers, mashallah, good in Iman, righteous people who fall into the sin. There's still, mashallah, people go to gym, they have a good schedule, willpower, but this thing hits them hard. There's people who make tawbah constantly and pray and read Quran, memorize Quran, imams, and still this thing hits them really, really hard. So what is it? You see, the methods that you see there with no fap and all that, they're kind of designed to fail, actually. I know people don't want to fail, but if you don't tackle the core problem, man, then guess what? You're just brushing over it. You're just giving, band-aid solutions. So let me share you something. Let me share with you something that will blow your mind. Pay attention. During the invasion of Ramallah, Palestine, occupying forces actually broadcast pornography on Palestinian TV stations. Yes, this wasn't random. It was calculated psychological warfare. Why? Well, they knew proven science. Again, guys, look, this is no conspiracy theory. You can actually verify this. Do you know who runs these sites? Do you know who runs Hollywood? Do I need to say more? Do some research. Very simple. They knew that there's a science that's proven. The addiction changes the brain regions just as heroin changes things. It shrinks your prefrontal cortex. It destroys your willpower. It creates natural pathways that bypass your rational mind. Now, this is some mad science. This is proper neuroscience at its core. Do you understand why your willpower is not working? Because any haram will destroy your willpower. And that's how deep the effects work. That's how it is. It goes to that level. And what most people don't realize is that no man can conquer his nafs just like that alone, that easily. It's not that simple. At least in the beginning, you can't just do it alone, because that's when you need the most help and support. And of course, everything is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that there's no victory except with Allah. Look, the Sahaba were not superhuman. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down Islam, He didn't send it to make just individuals. No, He built a brotherhood, the ummah, the ukhuwah. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. Indeed, the brothers are brothers of each other. And the believers are brothers of each other. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. They're brothers. There's a brotherhood. The Sahaba came from Jahiliyyah with all the vices and temptations you can think about. Yet they became the greatest nation. كُنْتُمْ خَيْرُ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ. Because they understood the real growth comes from surrounding yourself with the right group of people, the right mindset. Look at the transformation. Are you talking about here? Yes, there was zina before. Yes, there was alcohol before. Yes, there was addiction at that time as well. Don't think that the society was just so that simple. It was not. And look at their transformation. There are men who once buried their daughters alive, became protectors of women's honor. Men who once worshipped idols became monotheists, protectors of the Tawheed of Allah, ready to die for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala anytime. So men who once lived as slaves to their desires became kings of their nafs, masters of their nafs. They achieved this because, you know why? One of the main reasons, because they stood together. The Sahaba held each other accountable. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allah yuhibbu alladhina yuqatiluna fi sabili saffan ka'annahum bunyan marsus. Indeed, Allah loves those who fight in His path as a wall together, strong and solid. They created an environment that was conducive to that. They controlled what entered their eyes, their ears, and their hearts, but what was around them as well. And they were very strict on that. They applied knowledge immediately, something that we take very for granted today. We're not really so careful about what we do in our environment. It's kind of like, yeah, it's okay. No, they were very, very careful of that. Knowledge. They understood. And when they learned, they implemented ASAP. They didn't wait. It was not just theoretical like today. No, it was applied knowledge. Look, guys, our methods work because it combines three essential elements. Pay attention. Number one, okay, it's prophetic methods for purification and self-control, consistent brotherhood, accountability, practical implementation of knowledge. Simple. It is the greatest fight you can ever fight, the fight against yourself. And alhamdulillah, as a positive science psychology coach and counselor, and running these programs for so long, having been a school principal for so many years, and even to today, and a teacher at the beginning, working with young men, I know how difficult this is. Easy? No, it's very difficult. People might be like, yeah, I'm going to give you easy method. I'm telling you right now, And it's going to be a war. It's going to be blood and sweat that you're going to have to spill on yourself, figuratively, so you can win this war against your desires. You're going to have to do it. With the Muslim Alpha Man Society, we're trying to leave a legacy here. And we started Ramadan. It's the best time we're starting Ramadan. But imagine 90 days from now. Your salah is focused. Your mind is clear and your heart is more connected to Allah. You feel it. Your friends notice something different about you. There's a confidence in your walk, a light in your eyes that wasn't there before. For the first time in years, you feel like a man of honor, worthy of respect. The true Muslim Alpha, you were created to be that Khalifa. This opportunity won't last because you only accept a limited number of brothers in each cohort. It's just the way it is. This registration window closes in exactly 72 hours from now, or when all the spots are filled, whichever comes first. Okay, don't wait until it's too late. The next time we open, maybe months from now. I don't know. That's a month more of struggling when you could be healing and growing stronger. What's going to happen? It's going to be weekly live in-depth calls, real growth, discussing topics, a lot of topics you won't hear anywhere else. I'm telling you, it's going to be unrated. It's like you're just going to have to listen. You're going to have to be like, you know what? I know I could be self-righteous and say, oh, this is haram to talk about this and that. No, I want to tackle this. I want to deal with it. I want to deal with it once and for all. So we're going to get into it like deep. It's going to be hot, man. Like it's going to be uncomfortable. But your identity shall be protected. You just be careful. Your name, we can put whatever kunya you want, whatever pseudonym you want. It doesn't matter. It's not about who you are. I don't want to know. I want to know who you're going to become. You need to worry about who you're going to become. So that's going to happen. It's going to be private brotherhood. 24/7 support from men who understand your struggle. There's going to be accountability, brotherhood accountability. Connect with brothers who understand your struggle. Practical Islamic methods, forgotten Sunnah methods, modern strategies, and many more life-changing courses that I put in this Muslim Alpha Society. All right? It's going to be different, guys. I know there's a lot of things out there, but you know the work that I do. It's not idealistic. It's realistic. So the classes and courses you can have access to when you join is going to be the Path to Masculinity, Female Psychology, Marriage Vetting, Intimacy Masterclass, Mission and Vision course, Jumpstart Your Life course, OCD Masterclass for Recovery, Quit Porn Bootcamp, just a very bootcamp, like a quick one, Financial Independence, and many other courses, inshallah, that are going to keep coming and keep coming. Bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Look, this transformation, brothers, oh yeah, let me not forget. One of my, I think the most important points that I focus on to mention as to why my program is different than others is because I really, really focus on helping you to solve this issue at the core. What is it? Well, you know what it is? You know why you can finally stop? Because you won't until you finally get married. And I know you have a lot of questions about that. But can I get married if I'm already addicted? But how many weeks or months should I wait for? We'll answer that in the calls and once you join. But trust me, I'm telling you, I'm guaranteed that you'll never be able to shake this thing off unless you're going to get married sooner than later. Why? Let's get back to the course, to joining this Muslim Alpha Society, this platform. This transformation would normally cost thousands if sought individually. You know that. People pay an arm and a leg, man. But for those who know my counseling and everything, I try to make things very, very accessible. It has to be sustainable. Look, there has to be money involved. I have to be sustainable, okay? But this transformation would cost a lot. And this isn't about making money. It's about creating a change. That's why we made this available for just $1 a day. $365 for the entire year. That's right. $365 for the entire $1 a day. Now, why? Why a full year? A lot of people are like, well, I have to pay a full year ahead. Well, you see, this is a marathon, man. It's not a sprint. I could have easily created a 2-hour course, charge $150 and call it a day. Would that make a difference? Sure, you get some nuggets of wisdom, some small things here and there. Your paradigm might shift temporarily, but let's be honest. You might still relapse and distract. Look, you don't need no fat people. They say 6 months, I've been free, 8 months, 1 year, this and that, but they relapse in the end. Everyone relapses in the end, except illa ma rahima rabbi. There might be some slight exceptions. There's always exceptions. In general, I've been working with people in counseling for almost, it's been 2 decades, guys. People relapse, man. You know you relapse. Why? Because you need sex. It's as simple as that. And you can't get sex. Halal anyway, should be. And then this is the next best option, but it's haram. But it's easy, it's accessible, very easy. Easy to go to the bathroom with. It's easy to hide, easy. Very easy, isn't it? I'm investing more work and more time because I want you to be a beacon of light. I want you to make a change. I want you to be a Muslim Alpha. I want you to be a real man, a rajul. I want you to follow the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. This is why my way of helping the Ummah is by strengthening our young men. It's been my message. It's been my path. It's been my objective. It's been my mission and vision. One brother at a time. So look, guys, let's get back to the business proposition here because it is a business proposition. Invest in yourself, man. Don't be like, oh, brother's charging me. No, Be like, I'm investing in myself. So for $1 a day, less than what you spend on a cup of coffee or whatever you're doing, fast food meal or whatever you're doing, you get a complete system of transformation through the Muslim Alpha Blueprint. 365 total. Yeah, I know. But that's less than what many brothers spend on their phones or gaming systems or whatever they do. Come on, 365. Some people spend a month on like rubbish stuff. You're investing in becoming the man that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you to be. That Khalifa, that leader, everyone. Remember, everyone. You'd be like, oh, I'm not a leader. Yes, you are. The Prophet said, Kullukum ra'i. Every one of you is a shepherd, meaning a leader at some point. It's relative on your position, but every one of you as a man is. This amount isn't about the money, guys. It's about your commitment to change. That's why it's 1 year. Be a man. Stop making excuses. No, I don't feel good anymore. I should cancel right now. Is it really worth it? Why? Why is it not worth it? Because you didn't want to commit. You didn't actually want to join the classes. You didn't make the effort to join the live calls. You didn't make an effort to talk and to express things. You just find excuses. And that's the reality. Aren't you tired of these excuses? Aren't you tired of your weakness? Come on, you know that you're doing that. That's the reality. You might be thinking, I've tried everything, bro. Easy peasy, this and that. So many different things I've tried. Or are you saying I don't have time for another program? Or even there's no hope for me, I'm too far gone in. But ask yourself, have you truly tried a system based on prophetic wisdom, modern psychology, with brothers who understand exactly what you're going through, no judgment, none of this? Yes, we 100% talk about the taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but most people just tell you, brother, you should just fear Allah and stop your sin. Yeah, 100% I agree with that. But there's more to it. I think people like who just say that. You should say that. That's the first thing you should say. But people just say that don't understand what this addiction means. This one specific, not all addictions. This one, I guarantee you, this specific addiction is different than everything else. Any other addiction, gambling, alcohol, social media, everything is different. But look, guys, you got to commit. There's no refunds with this program. I got to tell you, there's no refunds, okay? And that's intentional. This isn't for casual browsers around and those who take their spiritual development lightly, okay? This is for serious Muslim men. Men means you commit, who are committed to real lasting change. Okay, you have to understand. That's what makes a man in the first place. You give your word, you stick to it. You fight all the way till the end, even if you're crawling on your knees. So when you join, you're making a promise, not just with me, but with yourself and with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The payment isn't about the cash, man. It's about your commitment to transformation. Of course, yes, it has to be sustainable, 100%. So I want brothers who are ready to put in the work, who understand the real change requires consistency and dedication. This is for men who are tired of half measures, who are ready to become the pillars of strength of our ummah. That's desperately needed, guys. So if you're still looking for quick fixes or try before you buy options, this isn't for you, man. I'm telling you, this isn't for you. But if you're really ready to make a change, a decisive change of winning the battle and become the Muslim Alpha, then the brotherhood awaits you. We are waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. This is your moment of decision. Alhamdulillah, many people already made the decision. They've taken it upon themselves. This is your moment right now. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't change the condition of people until they change what's in themselves. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this the beginning of your journey back to honor. I know it is the least dreaded path, but this is the path of tears. This is the path of sweat. This is the path of the believers. May Allah bless you. I'll wait for you. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.